You're listening to Plants and Politics with Gina Bonanno-Lemos. If you're ready to hear the truth about both sides of the aisle, what's really going on in America, and how big money interests prevent change to keep you sick, broke, and desperate, then play on. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Plants and Politics. This is Gina. So, a new law has been introduced in San Francisco. I hope that this goes national. I find this, the name is funny, but the thought behind it is real, and I think it's something that we need. So, a San Francisco supervisor named Shaman Walton has introduced a new law, a new act called the CAREN Act. So for anybody listening who maybe has been living on a desert island, Karen is the term, of course, used for women who want to talk to the manager all the time, typically white women that are up in other people's business and have no business being up in other people's business. But anyway, the CAREN Act, which starts with a C in this case, so it's CAREN, stands for Caution Against Racially Exploitative Non-Emergencies. So this law would result in criminal charges against anyone who calls law enforcement based on a racial bias. So, I see some issues with this. You're going to have a hard time proving racial bias in many cases, right? You're going to have to prove. Central Park Karen was a good one that would probably fall under this and be easier to prove for the simple fact that she called and pretended that as she put it, African American man was attacking her. Clearly, there was no reason for her to mention the color of his skin. And obviously, he was not. He was the one filming her, and there was nothing wrong in what he was doing. But here's a question that came up in a Facebook group. And so I'd love to get your feedback on this. So leave a comment below. Is this sexist? The term Karen, right? Because we hear about all these Karens, but what about the men? And I know more recently with the two Yahoo attorneys over somewhere in the South, they were dubbed Ken and Karen. So I know that Ken is now the name being used for the men, but would the name of this act be sexist? Is it kind of saying that only men or only women are the ones who do these types of things? Men act out in other ways as racist, as bigots and white supremacists, but women stick their nose in people's business, and men seem to stick their guns in other people's business. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that this is a good law to have on the books, if you'd like to take it nationwide, as I would like to, and also what you think of the name, if you think it's exploitive, if you think it's race or sexist. Also, I should mention that this act is similar to something that was submitted by a state assembly member named Rob Banta. He submitted a bill or an ordinance, Bill 1550, and it also very similarly calls for some sort of consequences or legal action for people who call 911 based on race, class, outward appearance, and religion. Now, I think that might be better as far as the wording goes. To be honest, I haven't looked at the wording of the CAREN Act in its entirety, so I don't know. They might have the same wording in there, but I do think that you need to have something that encompasses a lot more than just the term racial bias, because I could see good attorneys really knocking it down. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.